Our top story is going to be undoubtedly the murder mystery, the Peter Mukerjea, Indrani Mukerjea saga. Remember, Peter Mukerjea was arrested by the CBI. He was produced in court yesterday and he's gotten 3 days extension in CBI custody. And the CBI now has brought him to Delhi. A CBI team has now brought Peter to Delhi. These are the pictures on your screen right now. Peter Mukerjea reached Delhi sometime before midnight and was taken to the CBI office in the capital. Sources have told India Today that the financial angle that possibly led to the murder of Sheena Bora will now take center stage. In the remand copy accessed by India Today, the CBI has argued that Peter and Indrani made some investments in the form of fixed deposits and some immovable properties in the United Kingdom. However, CBI said that Peter has not disclosed where he got the money from for acquiring those assets. The CBI will also look into the allegations of some property in Delhi that was under Sheena Bora's name but was sold off by Indrani. The Central Bureau of Investigation also claimed that Peter has been withholding facts and evidence from investigators. They contended that Peter was party to the murder plot and part of the murky financial dealings. All right, the story is not just developing in Mumbai, it's developing now in Delhi as well. And we have got both the sides covered. We've got Mayuresh joining us from the CBI office in Mumbai. We've got Ankit Tyagi joining us from the CBI headquarters here in New Delhi. Let me come to you, Ankit, first. Do we know the line of questioning of the CBI at this moment, now that Peter Mukerjea has been brought to Delhi? And also, very interestingly, why has he been brought to Delhi?
You know, that's what a lot of speculation is all about. In fact, initially what CBI sources said that when they picked up Peter Mukerjea on November 19, they wanted to bring him to Delhi initially, but then it was just a remand of 3 days. They thought that it will be better for him to be interrogated in Mumbai. What sources, in fact, Sankit, are telling us is that one reason could be that they have better forensic facilities as far as Delhi is concerned. Their lab is bigger, so they want to take Peter Mukerjea through a polygraph test and any other forensic test that they believe would help them in nailing this entire case. That facilities are better in Delhi. They have a bigger lab as far as the forensic tests are concerned. Apart from that, the financial angle that is now taking focus as far as this entire case is concerned.
Ankit, I want to stop you here. Ankit, I want to stop you here because you mentioned a point about a polygraph test. Is that a possibility? Is there a possibility of a lie detector test on Peter Mukerjea?
Well, that's a big possibility. In fact, sources saying that their senior officers, the fact that he has been brought here, the entire investigation will take place under supervision of senior officers. The entire team, it was difficult to move everybody to Mumbai at all the time. So now they are planning to go through a polygraph test. We'll know by certainty by afternoon today at what time and where he would be going through that polygraph test. Apart from that, as we were talking about the financial angle of this entire case, that takes center stage. And remember, Peter Mukerjea had invested in a news network, although the company is based out of Bombay, but the network was functioning in Delhi. There are many links that CBI wants to probe, and in fact, sources are also saying that in Mumbai, Peter Mukerjea was not cooperating as much. So they are hoping that in Delhi, under the supervision of senior officials, Peter Mukerjea would be able to get more information from Peter Mukerjea to tie loose ends.
Okay, Ankit, do stay on with us. Let's get Mayuresh also in. Mayuresh, the whole email trail, which if true, if the court finds it true, will be most certainly be able to nail both Indrani as well as Peter as far as the murder of Sheena Bora is concerned. But have we heard anything from the investigators on the possible motive behind this particular murder, which has allegedly been carried out by Peter and Indrani?
Certainly, Sanket, the sources within the CBI over here from past 3 days, more than 3 days, Peter was here at CBI headquarters, and when we had word with our sources within the CBI, they told us that he is very hard nut to crack. He is not cooperating. He is not giving us more information, and especially about the email trails. As we all know that Peter initially said that he was not aware because he was out of the country, but this email trails and clearly shows that Peter was in continuously touch with Indrani, not only on the email also, but on the phone also during during that period when Sheena got killed. So certainly that email trail holds crucial evidence, and if it proves true, then it will be a more trouble for Peter also. Back to you, Sanket.
Now that was a quick presentation of what else lies ahead in this edition of First Up 9 AM Live. Let's now shift focus to another aspect of the Sheena Bora murder mystery. Yes, we are talking about that email exchange which is part of the CBI charge sheet. Now, why is it crucial? Because this email exchange between Indrani and Rahul, between Peter and Rahul, Rahul's response to Peter, Peter's response to Rahul actually nails, and if this is true, actually nails the involvement of the people who have been accused of murdering Sheena Bora. Let's take a look at this presentation and find out, let's find out what these emails were actually saying.
Rahul Mukerjea and Sheena Bora, a young romance cut short under mysterious circumstances 3 years ago. When Sheena went missing, Rahul Mukerjea claimed he went looking for her. And now, India Today accessed the email trail from 2012. A damning exchange between Rahul and his father that nails his complicity in Sheena's disappearance.
CBI claims that they have enough circumstantial evidence to nail Peter Mukerjea. They think that he was also part of the conspiracy. Besides Rahul's conversations with Peter, CBI also claims that he spoke to Indrani Mukerjea number of times when the murder happened.
First, Rahul Mukerjea turned to Peter and clearly mentions that the circumstances surrounding Sheena were mysterious. Peter instantly shot his son's suspicions down, advising him to simply get on with his life. Peter also accused Sheena of playing Rahul. Indrani's two-sentence written response to Rahul Mukerjea sought to hush him up. Indrani told him, "Let's move on and be happy." Unconvinced, Rahul shot off a full-length email to Indrani and Peter. In this final explosive exchange, Rahul claimed he didn't believe a word of Indrani's version. The emails exchanged by the main cast of characters in the Sheena murder mystery form a part of the CBI charge sheet. The clinching emails are damning for Peter Mukerjea, who has so far claimed he was not aware. Will the email trail open another can of worms for the former media tycoon? With Vidya and Sahil Joshi in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
So there's a very strong possibility that this email exchange is actually going to be the clincher, and most of the investigation of the CBI from here on, whether it is with Sheena Bora, whether it is with Indrani Mukerjea, as well as Peter Mukerjea, is going to revolve around these particular email exchanges in the context of Sheena Bora's murder. Let me quickly go across to Mayuresh once again. Mayuresh, is it not true that the CBI is now going to peg a majority of its investigation or interrogation around this email trail, because they appear to be, leading them somewhere in the investigations?
Certainly, Sanket, this is the main aspect of the whole investigation. Now, the financial aspect will come later, but this email trail is one of the crucial aspects of this whole investigation. As we all know that this heated email exchange happened between Rahul and Indrani, Rahul and Peter. From beginning, Peter was saying that he was not aware about the relationship between Indrani and Sheena. But yes, after that he said that Indrani only told me that Sheena is very much in the US. But when Rahul confronted his own father that how can she go to US when her passport is with me and the circumstances around her are looks very mysterious. But that time Peter chose to believe or trust Indrani and not on Rahul. So certainly everything is there on the email trail, as we just heard. So now, this, Ankit, special package on this email trail also.
Ankit, it's very clear that as far as Rahul Mukerjea is concerned, whether it is for the purposes of this email or for otherwise also in his questioning and answers that he has given apparently to the CBI, is trying to protect Peter Mukerjea. Because while on one hand this email says, one of the lines, the last lines of this email says that don't just believe everything that you are being fed. So he, in a way, whether it is this email or the statements that he has given out, is trying to suggest that Peter Mukerjea was fed wrong information. And the real culprit really was Indrani, not Peter.
Sanket, despite Rahul giving out that statement or even trying to say that he believes that his father is innocent, The emails, of course, many of them in the domain, they are the ones that are going to be the clinching evidence. Rahul Mukerjea is, of course, going to be the key factor as far as this entire case is concerned. Although he has been saying that his father, he believes that his father was innocent, but the kind of emails that have been sent across, in which he goes on to say that the circumstances in which Sheena disappeared, she did not take any personal belongings. The passport was with him, and when he confronted Peter Mukerjea with all those, even Peter Mukerjea was dismissive. He in fact sent an email to Rahul saying that he should forget her. She has played him and she will play somebody else. She will choose to come back at whatever time she wants to. So despite Rahul Mukerjea now somehow trying to shield his father, I don't think so that will be the case. The emails that has been provided will be the clinching evidence. That is the base on which the CBI is going ahead. It's not only going to prove motive, but will also prove a sequence of events on how Sheena Bora mysteriously disappeared and how Peter Mukerjea, whether he says that he did not know, but there are questions raised on him, how much he could have believed his wife, and the way he tried to convince his own son that there is nothing wrong and she has just left for the United States. So all those things would be taken into account, and despite Rahul now coming out and saying that his father is innocent, I don't think so that is going to cut much ice as far as the entire case is concerned.
As well as Mayuresh, why is Peter Mukerjea under the investigation cloud? We are going to look at a presentation on that particular point, but there's some breaking news that our news desk is presently working on. Ishita, can you tell us what exactly is the breaking news that's about to come?
Yeah, we are getting information that Sheena had plans to apply in UK universities. She had mailed Indrani about it 5 days before her murder. She informed Indrani about applying to UK universities on mail.
Okay, so this breaking news is about to appear on the screen, right? In how much time? All right, it's on air right now. Sources say that Sheena had applied in a university in the United Kingdom. She had plans to apply in UK universities. She had applied in a university in the UK. That's the bit of breaking news we are getting in. We'll get more information as to how it is relevant to this particular story. Let's quickly take a look at this presentation, how Peter Mukerjea is still under the cloud. He's still under the investigation cloud at this moment. We'll put that presentation on this screen right now. Why is Peter Mukerjea under a cloud? Now, several calls were made between Peter, Indrani on the day of the murder. There were many calls, there were like phone exchanges. So it is possible, the investigators feel it is possible that they might have spoken about this. Peter was overseas, murder had been committed. So that seems to be one of the things that the CBI has stumbled upon. The duration of calls was 20 to 25 minutes. Usually when calls are so long, the investigators choose to believe that obviously they were discussing something important which required a lot of attention. They then went to Goa with Indrani on the 28th of April. What was the idea behind going there? Several attempts to hack Sheena's email made from Goa. That's also a point which the investigators, that is the CBI, is actually working on. They left for the United States in May, told Rahul Mukerjea that he spoke to Sheena and she was fine, which means that Peter Mukerjea suggested that Sheena Bora is alive, he has spoken to her and she is fine. This is what he told his son, Rahul Mukerjea. So these are the points which, as far as the CBI is concerned, they feel that will become the points of investigation. Let's go across to Sahil Joshi, senior editor Sahil Joshi, who now joins us live for more on this story. Sahil, can you tell us more about the line of investigation as far as the CBI is concerned, and also this news about Sheena having applied in university in UK? How is this news relevant to this particular case?
Actually, the investigators were thinking about why suddenly Indrani thought of creating this fictitious story of Sheena going abroad when she killed her. So basically, now they have understood. According to the charge sheet, what we can make out is that Indrani knew that Sheena has been applying for admissions in the universities in UK, and she has already applied for a couple of universities. Just 5 days before Sheena was murdered, Sheena had sent a mail to Indrani Mukerjea saying that she has applied for a particular university in UK. The course will begin in January 2013. So then she got an idea that this is the way she can tell people that she has gone to US for further studies and she doesn't want to keep in touch with anyone. And from there, she started creating this alibi. Not only that, she after killing Sheena Bora, she created her fake ID, as we were mentioning, and from that, Indrani herself used to write a mail to Peter and her as well, her own self as well, and then Indrani used to write her back talking about general things. So she created a fictitious world of Sheena Bora, who was already murdered by her, allegedly murdered by her, and she was creating this whole world of Sheena Bora just to fool people around so that they should not trouble her asking about Sheena Bora, where Sheena Bora has gone. Now, this idea of sending her to United States came from the applications Sheena Bora was making to UK universities, and that's what the investigators are pointing at. And that's how she created these alibis by creating fake email IDs and the application
Very
status she knew about. Sheena Bora's application.
This Sahil then means that this is an absolutely new twist to this particular case, because what you are telling us is that Sheena had plans to apply in a university in the United Kingdom 5 days before she was allegedly murdered by Peter Mukerjea and Indrani Mukerjea.
That's what the charge sheet is saying, that she had already applied for the universities in UK, but the mistake she made is that because Indrani and Peter were staying in UK, so she told people that she has gone to US. I mean, she was making an applications to UK universities. From there, she got an idea that we can, after killing her, she can pretend that Sheena Bora has gone abroad. So rather than saying UK, she started saying United States, and that's what CBI thinks, that's how she made this whole story. She got an idea of making the story from the applications Sheena Bora made to UK universities.
All right, Sahil Joshi, many thanks for joining us with all the latest.